we're live here at Latonia Park for the continuation of the game against the Koa Green Wave. Started at Churchill High School and got rained out after the second inning. Coming today, resuming play in the top of the third of a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, that game was, we were pressing to get in any gameplay we could as a thunderstorm was rolling over us at first pitch. As we said before, the game was called early, and the resumption of the game is starting today, being July 6th.
We had a few changes. Justin Woodbury started last game for Koa, and starting today in his place is Carl Sansbury. He'll resume duties. And for Rockville, Kean Saylor started the game. Nikki Wolking will pitch it from here on. A few other changes. James Heffley started that game at second base. He'll be catching. And Ryo Fabre off the bench will take over at second.
Yeah, we had an unfortunate injury to Tim Nicholson, who started catching that game, and a couple changes have been made. And like we said, Heffley behind the dish, and now Fabre at second base.
Yeah, Rockville leading off in the third with Jesse Lacefield, the batter. Rockville went 2, 1, 2, 3 innings, if I'm not mistaken. Or 3, I'm sorry.
2. This is the top of the third.
Alright, it was 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
A lot of baseball been played since then.
Not really. We haven't had a lot of games. We've had a lot of them rained out.
Fair enough. At least we're playing every day of July. No room to make them up, though.
Yeah.
Also, Pat, not sure if you knew this, it's head coach Rick Price's birthday today.
We gathered that earlier. Happy birthday to Coach Rick Price. Let's see if the boys can get him a dub on his birthday. Be nice to see.
Be nice, dump him with the Gatorade after.
We'll see what they do in celebration of a possible victory on the day.
Yeah, and one other thing I'm interested in, we started this game at Churchill. Now we're resuming play here at Latonia, Rockville being the away team at their own ballpark, and then a doubleheader afterwards. So we're only playing 7 innings here, and we'll pick up the next game.
Yeah, well, we wait for the word from the umpires.
I'm calling time to spray himself with water.
Today was a really
right
hot
at the
day.
start of it.
Not really sure what's going on.
Heat wave delay?
Not really sure what's going on here. A game that's been delayed about 2 weeks is now being delayed even more for possible.
Either that or they've got to, confer, go over the lineup cards one more time. I'm sure there's always a little bit of confusion when you pick up a game that was.
I think the home plate umpire is just looking for some cooling.
That could be it.
Again, it did touch triple digits today, and the feel like temperature was greater than that. So, let's hope the home plate umpire is okay to start this game.
Yeah. So prior to first pitch, we're actually stepping away to take a break. The umpire needs to cool down a little bit, and then hopefully we get underway soon. As I was saying before, this is a doubleheader, although we're picking up the first game in the 3rd inning. So a little bit different feel. Play half of a 7-inning game. We're playing 4 innings in the first one, and then 7 in the doubleheader. Not only that, you're going from away team to home team second game.
It's not I don't know if that's going to make that much of a difference. It could. You never know with Rockville Express playing the away team at this park at least once so far this year. I believe against Dig In earlier this season on a doubleheader.
Is that for game changer?
I don't know. I think it makes a little bit of a difference, especially since it's 0-0 in this first game. It's more like you're just playing a 4-inning game. Not much has happened to this point, and then 2 different pitchers in the game as well.
Well, again, we'll see how Rockville attacks this 4-inning game, and as well as the 7-inning game later on. As we said earlier, heat is a big factor today. I know myself, having been outside all day, definitely feel for the umpire here as looks like the heat might be getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, prior to first pitch too. Long day ahead. I've certainly got my electrolyte hydration replenish beverage. Gotta love off-brand.
Kind of wish on a day like this an ice cream truck would roll by, maybe during the in-between games.
I think they just need one at Laytonia, just a whole vending machine. Put it right back there, under the roof.
Wouldn't be too bad, but
I'd be totally in favor of that.
yeah, I don't know, just something to cool yourself off with.
Certainly going to shape for a interesting month following the holiday weekend as they play, I think, 15 games over the next 13 days.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Over the course of this month, I believe I saw 6 doubleheaders on the schedule. And with the 2 rainouts earlier this month on the 1st and 2nd, I believe those games might be made up at some point. We are not sure if there's space.
Yeah, we'll throw them doubleheaders like this. This was supposed to be just one game against Koa as a home game, but, you know, they end up making up the previous game as a doubleheader. Rockville certainly hasn't played a number of games as a lot of other teams in this league. So they come in just having played 11 to the 16 of Koa. So,
like you said earlier, since the game against Koa, and I said myself, we really haven't played a lot of baseball. You'd think in about 2 weeks plus that we would have played a lot of ball, but not really.
we're still no word on this continuation of the game. They were all about ready to go, and then all the players were called off the field. First pitch is supposed to be 5 o'clock, and 15 minutes later, teams are both still in the dugout.
Well, as we said, we're waiting for the home plate umpire to hopefully feel well enough to stand up, as he's been on one knee for quite a few minutes now. Not sure if we're going to be able to get this game under, if I'm being completely honest. Like I said earlier, the heat is really getting to him.
To me, too, this is a little hard to watch. No worries. He's up on his feet now. That's good.
Well, coaches are out to assist the home plate umpire. Not really sure what's going on here, but
We'll know who the favorites are.
so it looks like the home plate umpire is maybe stepping out for a little bit. Might have to wait a while and then get a continuation of this game.
Yeah, he just left the field.
Overheard some of the conversations between him and the head coach, and it's just heat exhaustion, I think, at this point.
We're gonna take a break here and try to get some more information. All right, so we're back with an update. Green Wave have taken the field again. It appears the field umpire has taken the mask and will do home plate. Yeah, it looks like we might be one umpire this game.
Yeah, as for a field umpire, we're not entirely sure what the situation is. We will
Feel
keep
for the
you
guy.
updated. Well, yeah, like I said, as myself have been outside all day in the heat, I feel for him. Never good to see anyone go down with complications due to heat. But like I said, as for a field umpire, we will keep you updated on that as we get information.
And yeah, all right, I guess play's back in. Is Lacefield ready to step in? And we're going to play some baseball after all. Carl Sansbury, the lefty on the mound. Lacefield, also a lefty at the plate. So that's how we're going to get this one started here in the top of the third. Certainly a bizarre way to start the day.
Yes, with this being a continuation of a game that was rain shortened on the 21st of June, we had to wait another almost 25 minutes for the game to start.
And we're started in there with a strike. It'll be interesting to see. Field umpire turned home plate umpire.
I would assume they have the same qualifications as, well, I would hope that this umpire has qualifications to be a home plate umpire. We'll see.
One from Sandsberg. Hit hard by Lacefield, fouled off to the right side. Lacefield, a sub 100 hitter. Remember his last at bat actually was that 2 RBI shot against Dig In.
Yeah, it definitely was another one of those feel good knocks, like you said, sub 100 batting average, but with the hit collecting 2 RBIs, that's got to feel good for you.
This one misses, evening things up at 2. We did get a few words from Jesse pregame. Certainly something he touched on was turning the plate around, putting the ball in play, something he did last game. 2-2 to him. Just put in play out towards right. Right fielder back. Has a look and punch your ticket, Jesse Lacefield. A round tripper. How's that to start the day off?
As we were talking about his sub 100 batting average, I definitely think that might have knocked it up a few points. Hopefully above that 100 line.
And wow. Jesse Lacefield, a solo shot, start the day off. Rockville leading 1-0.
Yeah, great way to start the continuation of this ball game.
Lacefield picking up his first home run of the season. It's almost on cue. You talk to him right before the game. He goes out, hits a home run. Gotta love it. Nate Bowman taking ball 1. Inside 2-0. Sandsberg a little shaky after giving up a leadoff home run.
Well, he is trying to get locked in here as he had a 25-minute delay earlier on.
Fair enough. This one skied out to the right side and caught out there and right, no problem. Out number 1. Flips the order over for Rockville. Ethan Zorbaugh will hit now with 1 out. He was the leadoff hitter in the continuation game. The first half of it, I should say.
Yeah.
First pitch to him, missing inside. It's definitely important to get the first run up on the board, you got to think, with only 4 innings left to play.
Well, with 4 innings left to play, Rockville already out to a quick 1-0 lead. As you said, Lacefield with the home run solo shot to right field. Start off the top of the third.
1-1 to Zorbaugh. Fouled off, straight back. Runs at 1-2. It's also a nice little happy birthday to Rick. Little solo shot to right on the leadoff bat of the game. This one fouled straight back off the catcher.
Like Jesse said in his interview, he'd like to see the Express get a win on Rick Price's birthday, and what a better birthday present than one of your own batters getting a solo shot. It's first of the season at that.
Yeah. There's a curveball in the dirt towards Zorball as Sandsberg fell over on the pitch. Totally lost his footing and
Well, the dirt on the mound looks fairly loose. Probably not a lot of places to stick your cleats in. Looks to be okay as he laughs it off, looking at his bench. Collects himself to throw in the next one to Zorball.
add that to the list of things you don't see at the ballpark every day. 2-2 missing outside, runs it full. And payoff pitch. Fouled off towards the right side, and Zorball will stay alive. It'll be interesting to see Wolking come in. He had a great first game for the Express, then got hit around against Diggin the other night. It'll be interesting to see him come in relief, see what he does these last 4 innings. I'm sure Rick has him going all the way, if he can.
Yeah, key word if he can.
Zorball swings and misses, and there's the second out of the inning, bringing up Danny Salisbury. So, confer with Zorball, talking about where the strike zone's at, where he's calling it. Little notes on the pitcher.
Yeah.
Certainly, in a full count at bat, you see everything. So, Zorball at least doing a job there. First pitch to Salisbury, missing up and in. And flied up towards the left side. Third baseman has a look and makes the catch against the fence. It was out of my view, but based on the Green Wave bench, he made that play for the third out. Midway through 3, that's where we're going to leave it. 1-0 Rockville. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the third. Nicky Wolking taking the ball here in the bottom of the third. To this point of the season, he's pitched in 2 games. Only given up 2 runs all season. He's been one of the solid arms for Rockville. Nice D1 arm. He's got a 1.8 ERA. So he gets this started with a pitch outside. As I said before, in a doubleheader, a lot of baseball to be played today. Rick certainly wants Wolking going as many innings as he can. He's certainly been a guy all season that can eat innings.
You can say that for a lot of the pitching staff as of late, who've really turned it on for the good.
Yeah, he's pitched 5 innings in each appearance so far. Two-one, missing outside, runs at 3-1. This one misses outside. Moffitt will take first. That's how Koa gets their day at the plate started with a leadoff walk. That'll bring up Zach Senders. Pitch in from Wolking, missing outside. He's missed a couple up and out there.
Well, he's trying to regroup. It's been a hot minute since he's pitched, and the last time he did pitch, got roughed up a little bit. But we'd like to see him collect himself and get really into it here. It's a ground ball, second base.
Fabre throw over to McMath in time for the first out. Ryo Fabre in at second as he took over for Heffley as he moved to catcher on the substitution. Rockville now with 1 out, got a runner on second. Skied out towards left. Under it is Zorbal, he makes the play. Quick second out. That at bat just lasted 1 pitch. Wolking doing what he needed to do in the lefty-lefty matchup.
Well, after giving up a leadoff walk, on I believe 5 pitches, gets a quick 1 pitch out there.
He's already got 2 down now in the inning. See if he can strain that runner out at second as Dane Blair steps in. Takes a breaking ball for ball 1. Wolking missing high again, runs at 2-0. He's been on and off with that release point. I mean, it's only the, well, first inning for him, 3rd inning in the game. So he gets a called strike, runs at 2-1. Wolking a check on second. Breaking ball, gets a called strike 2. Runs at 2-2 with 2 outs. Breaking ball runs at full. Wolking regroups. Full count pitch on its way. Missing inside. It's his 2nd walk of the inning. Koa now with runners at 1st and 2nd, still 2 away in the inning. It brings up Daniel Elliott. So he'll try to move those runners around, get team on the board. Woking looking to strand a few runners out there. Woking the 1-0. The check at second.
Runner on second can get a very comfortable lead as he's not being held very tightly at second base.
Yeah, it's certainly game plan here. Woking just going one-on-one after the hitter, not really worried about that second base runner. It's like you said, no one's holding him on. Woking working with a 2-0 count. It's a foul ball, straight back, runs at 2-1. Woking, another check at second, the 2-1, skied up towards right center. Called off and the play is made for the third out. After 3, Rockville still leads 1-0. We're back here in the top of the 4th. Eddie Hakopian will lead off, followed by Jonathan McMath and James Heffley. Rockville 3-4-5, meet of the order to start off.
Both men that we mentioned have hot bats that they're swinging recently.
Yeah, McMath picked up his 4th home run of the season, the last one. Eddie takes a called strike 1 on the outside. The 0-1, catches down and in, runs at 0-2. Carl Sansbury looking very sharp to start the inning. 2 called strikes. See what he comes back with here on the 0-2. Missing high and out with a waste pitch. Tried to raise the eye level there on Hakopian, see if he drops something in low. Bouncing ball out towards third. Fielded throw across is in time for the first out. That'll retire Eddie Hakopian, and that'll bring up
JT Money. Jonathan McMath, the first baseman. Like I said earlier, swinging a hot bat. Got his 4th home run in, I think, game 2 of the doubleheader last time out.
Yeah.
He was very excited about that one. Let's see if he can maybe go for number 5.
This one misses outside to him. McMath ahead in the count, 1-0. Missing high and in. I think I've noticed, and we still only have one umpire out on the field. He never left the stadium. He's just been sitting up in the stands. Wonder if he'll be back at some point.
I wouldn't put money on it.
It's a swing and a miss from McMath. Runs at 2-1.
McMath definitely trying to get number 5 on that swing. Hard cut at that.
Yeah, though, you don't want to get in the habit of swing and miss. This one's driven out towards center. A lot of carry to it. As this is over the head and off the walls, McMath will head for second. And in there with a double. Two-bagger for JT Money. Rockville with a runner on second.
Yeah, Johnny's bat is staying hot as he gets a one-out double there at the top of the 4th inning. Another extra base hit for his stat line on the season, which is ever so more impressive.
Yeah, he's really putting up good numbers. And speaking of, brings in James Heffley. Another guy who's been swinging a hot bat, picked up a couple extra base hits in the game the other day as well. He slides in. He's got 1 out, a runner on second. Takes one high, runs at 1-0. Check at second, and a ball in the dirt, runs at 2-0. Ryan Maley, the DH, is on deck. Would be next. To Heffley. Misses outside, runs at 3-0. He's got a base open to work with. Would give Rockville first and second for Maley.
First and second with 1 out would definitely be in Ryan Maley's favor.
This one's right down the middle, as Heffley likely had the take on. Got a fastball center cut, but no swing. Sets up Sandsberg for the 3-1. As Heffley also swung out towards center, under it, and makes the catch. No tag for McMath for the second out. Brings in Ryan Maley. He'll hit with McMath on second, 2 away here in the top of the 4th.
I think it would do a lot of good for Maley to get a feel-good knock. He's been frustrated in his last few games with some of his at-bats. Would like to give his team a 2-0, maybe even a 3-0 lead here with a big fly. Wind is carrying the balls a little bit, as we saw with
Latesfield's hit.
With Latesfield's solo shot earlier.
Pitch in the dirt to him, runs at 1-0. Maley is hitting .304 on the year. He's been one of the guys consistently hits the ball. Six RBIs to go along with that is he's got a potential number 7 out there on second. Takes one high, runs at 2-0. Flied up and out of play, runs at 2-1. See a lot of pitchers taking their time out there in between pitches, as you got to think this heat's getting to him. This game kind of has a groggy pace to it.
As you mentioned a couple times earlier, we had a 25-minute, I guess,
What do you want to call it, a heat delay? Yeah.
Heat illness delay from the home plate umpire. Again, with it being topping triple digits in air temperature today, definitely a groggy feel is the good way to go about explaining today. And
Yeah, he's on the 10-day IL now. (3-1) to Maley. So we get a step and a throw back behind McMath. Ball was dropped by the second baseman as McMath fakes his steal to third. Little laugh there.
Little jab step there.
3-1 to Maley. Misses ball 4. Giving Rockville first and second with 2 outs. So that'll bring up Rayo Fabre. Big RBI spot for Rockville as they look to add to a 1-0 lead. Fabre in with 2 on.
Yeah, you'd like to see Jonathan McMath score here this inning. He's been on second for quite a while now and hasn't moved very much.
And Fabre hitting .333 as he takes a cut through that one. Sandsberg, the lefty, looking to get out of this inning unharmed. He gave up that solo shot to Lacefield. Couple walks as well. See what he does here. So this one gets away from the catcher. Both runners advance. Fabre really with an opportunity now as he's got 2 runners in scoring position.
I was noticing it on the pitch. I think Jonathan McMath had about 10, 20-foot lead off of second base there. Didn't have to go very far when the ball got past the catcher. It was a light jog down to third. Very aggressive lead there.
Yeah, anything past the catcher, especially with that kind of lead, you're advancing for sure. As Fabre connects, ground ball out towards third. Throw across in time. Both runners strand. Rockville still leads 1-0. We're back here in the bottom of the 4th. Wolking out in his second inning of work. Koa, we're yet to see a hit from in this game. Rockville, 2 to this point, thanks to a Jesse Lacefield home run and a Johnny McMath double.
It's still very early for Koa in the continuation of this game. They've only batted once. They've had a couple base runners via the walk. See if the leadoff batter here can get something going for them.
Yeah, Dwayne Thomas, first baseman. One of the things I asked prior to this game was I thought he was the head coach.
He's definitely a big kid.
Yeah,
That's to say the least, I think.
Yeah. She takes a check swing, fouls this one off. Runs it 2-2. Two to him. Breaking ball, grounded towards third. Tough play, throw across in time. How about that, Jesse Lacefield?
It's one of the best across the diamond throws I've seen all season from this team.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Very solid on both ends of that play. Collecting the ground ball, Jesse Lacefield did, and then the stretch and catch from Jonathan McMath at first.
King sticking with the off speed, gets ahead 0-1 to Zach Giesemann. Another off speed, grounded out, Lacefield. And gets him by a step. Good stretch for McMath. Back-to-back 5-3 putouts.
Back-to-back great 5-3 putouts at that.
Yeah, they were. Lacefield looking real sharp. Two good stretches by McMath. And King getting ahead of hitters. Forcing contact on that off-speed pitch, getting hitters ahead. Grounding out towards Lacefield at third. As there's the fastball, getting ahead of Matt McTye, 0-1.
Also, you can ask for as a pitcher is sound defense behind you. If you put it in play, that's what defense is there for. I think a timeout was called there.
Yeah, pitch did not count. The umpire didn't announce it.
King a little upset, but
yeah, time was never called on that pitch.
We never audibly heard it, but batter stepped out and pitch doesn't count. We'll regroup here and get it again.
On second thought, it's 0-2. Why are we complaining?
Well, it could have been strike three.
There it is. There's strike three.
A little grunt from King at the end of that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Max Scherzer-esque.
You and your Nationals. Rockville up 1-0 when we come back. We're back here in the top of the fifth. Rockville leading 1-0. Steve Orsini will lead off. Game's been moving quite along as we're in the top of the fifth of the first leg of today's doubleheader. And a hot one at that, as it's 95 degrees here at Latonia.
As I've said a couple times, air temperature is top triple digits. Ball low and away there to Orsini.
Had its number of effects on this game to this point.
Yeah, I feel bad for us as our primary color. I've said this a few times this season. They played in day games that are hot and humid. Black primary colors definitely don't feel good.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Orsini ahead of the count 2-0. Been a little quiet since he got that home run back in Dundalk. He takes a cut and a miss there. Like to see him get his second of the year.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get another one here, as the other team. Not only was it his first of the season, but it was the team's first on the season at that.
At least he got something started.
Yeah, and since then we've seen lots of home runs.
So here's loud contact, flied out towards center. Didn't have to move much for it as he puts it away for out number 1. That'll step in Jesse Lacefield, homered in his last at-bat, giving Rockville their only run of the day.
Homered to lead off this continuation game. We had talked to him about the offense and how they're definitely clicking, and he clicked again.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to him about. Was the other thing was his versatility. He's made some great plays at third, and then comes up and homers. We've seen him pitch multiple times this season as well. Jesse really one of those guys that does it all. 1-0 count to him. Wow, he was looking for number 2 on that swing. He winds up in the left-handed batter's box. I'm sorry, the right-hander's batter's box at the end of that swing. Here's the 1-1 to him. Grounded out towards first, fielded cleanly. He'll take it himself for the second out. We'll bring in Nate Bowman, 10-hole hitter up for Rockville. See what he can do with 2 away here in the inning and no one on. Takes one outside for strike 1. Oh, 1 to Bowman. Missing high, breaking ball that didn't really break very much. Bowman skied and out of play, runs at 1 and 2. Stoppage in plays, we collect some of these foul balls. Sandsberg ahead of Bowman, 1-2. Pitch number 50 for him on the day, on its way. Misses low, runs at 2 and 2. Two out to Bowman. Diving effort at third gets through. Rockville their third hit of the day as Bowman collects a 2-out single. That flips the order for Ethan Zorbaugh. Salisbury, 10th hole hitter, came in, 2 outs, no one on. Moves the line as he gets a single there. That'll turn the order around with leadoff hitter Ethan Zorbaugh.
And Zorbaugh looking to do his job is just try and move the runner over.
Keep the line moving, get the big bats behind him up. Runners in scoring position. He takes ball 1 on the outside. Time called by Zorbaugh as Sandsberg was taking his time, looking over at Bowman. And in there, strike one, runs at 1-1. And fouled straight back. Sandsberg, 1-2, looking to get out of the inning here. He'd strand a runner at first if he does so. Pitch on the way, runner's moving, and doesn't matter as Zorbaugh swung on and missed. That'll be a strikeout out number 3. Rockville still leading 1-0.
Not a whole lot of running was done in this game.
What's that?
Home run, walks.
Yeah.
There's been like 2 actual hits.
Yep.
Alright. If I'm not back, you've got it.
Alright.
Don't go in too early. You did that last time.
Well, because there was a pitching change.
What do you say?
I went in too early last time. There was a pitching change.
Yeah.
And as Josh came in, he literally.
I like going back earlier because then you can talk about stuff.
Well, yeah, but I mentioned the pitching change and just went, just didn't say anything for a little bit. Just let them do the thing. Josh came back and just almost word for verbatim what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I like going back earlier just because it's like you can kind of talk about whatever happened last inning and just
yeah, it's.
watch it warm up or something.
I can finally see
When I did games at Pitt, we always used to go back like a minute and a half, 2 minutes before play started in any sport.
Throw it on there to second base to get ready to start the bottom of the 5th here. Last inning, a little excitement with a 2-out single. Not much more from that from the Express in the top half of the 5th inning.
As we get going here in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Cole Philpott leading off as he takes a swing and a miss. The first pitch from Wolkick. Oh, 1 on its way. Breaking ball missing high. Wolkick certainly a fan of that breaking ball. He's got one of the better ones in this league. 1-1 on its way. There's that breaking ball. Connects and lined out towards left. Koa, their first hit of the game, is he'll round first and hold there.
Little life in the third on the first base dugout.
I think the life's been there all day. They've certainly been loud. They just haven't been hitting the balls. Good start from Wolking.
Got another thing to cheer for there. As you said, their first base hit of the game. I believe a courtesy runner into the game
That is correct.
at first base.
Wolking, a little bit of trouble to start the inning. Gives up a leadoff single. See what he does to get out of it. He delivers a first pitch strike in there. Joey Bowers at the plate, 0-1 in the count. It's a throw over from Wolking. Dwayne Preston is the courtesy runner. One thing you see when the catcher gets on base is this league allows you do get a courtesy runner.
And it's not when there's only 2 outs in the inning, so you can get the catchers some time to get their gear on. As that was a leadoff single. Got a pretty runner on. Ground ball. Foul down the third base line.
Fortunate for Rockville, it was a slow roller. Likely could have beat that out.
Definitely caught that off the end of the bat. Likely would have turned into an infield single, which would have led to 2 on and no out.
Yeah. Was a good off speed by Wolking, though, is something we've said quite a few times this game. He gets ahead now 1-2. Good fastball, throw down from Heffley at first. Nothing doing, back in time as we've got a 2-2 count now.
Good stop there by McMath as the ball hit the dirt before it got to him. Making sure it doesn't get behind him and the runner stays at first.
Wolking checks over at first, gets a swing and a miss at a breaking ball in the dirt. Good strike number 1. One out for the Express here in the bottom of the 5th. That'll bring up Robert Buffett with a runner on first, 1 away. Fastball misses outside, runs at 1-0. This one missing high, 2-0. Runner breaks, pitch misses high, throw down from Heffley, ball was there. Got away from Ryo out at second. We've now got a 3-0 count as Koa gets the stolen base, giving them a runner on second. Wolking sets, 3-0 on its way. Can't imagine this pitch will threaten. As it does not, a 4-pitch walk. Koa runners at first and second with 1 away.
I believe a substitution is in check here. 6 coming in for 14.
Yeah, that'll be Eli Putnam, pinch hitting. He'll take over for Zach Senders. So we'll see what he can do with 1 away, 2 on. Takes a breaking ball right down the middle. Missing high, evens things at 1. Check at second, pitch on its way, off speed, lined into left, a fair ball. Koa's going to tie this game up as that is a pinch hit double. We've now got a 1-1 game. Koa with runners at second and third, 2 on in scoring position. They finally break open the scoreboard.
Yeah, break into the hit column, break into the scoring column in the last couple of innings. They've tied the game at 1 and are threatening to put even more runs on here with more runs on the board here with 2 on and no out. 1 out, my apologies.
Wolking looking to regroup following the double. First pitch in, gets a swing and a miss. Rondell, the lefty, looking to go up against Wolking. Also left-handers, he takes a backdoor breaking ball, runs it 0-2. King looking to dominate this lefty-lefty matchup, pick up a second out here. Ooh, good breaking ball outside, just missing, runs at 1-2. Certainly a pitch to get a chase on. Is on a lefty matchup, that ball's breaking away from him. See what he comes back with. Here's another breaking ball, skied out towards the left side and out of play. King set, deals and misses high, evens the count at 2. Wonder if the heat's getting to him a little bit. He's missing here.
I was going to say something that this inning alone, he's just missing a lot of high pitches. A pitch inside there. Missed. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there might have been a combination of just fatigue and maybe some heat getting to him here.
Yeah, this being his third inning of work, full count, misses inside. Has started the at-bat 0-2, ends up walking him. That will load the bases for Dane Blair. As a timeout from Rick, he'll have a word with Woking. We're going to take a break here. Rick breaking up the huddle. He'll stick with Nicky Woking. He tries to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the bottom of the 5th. Here in a 1-1 ball game. Dane Blair will be the hitter. Right-hander from Frostburg College. Woking looking to bounce back, misses high and outside. Fouled away, evens things at 1. Just one away here in the inning. However, Rockville does have a force at home if they want to chop down that go-ahead run. Here to think it is the bottom of the 5th in a 7-inning game, so... Woking set, the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2, Woking. Good chance for that punch-out pitch. See what he comes back with. And just missing the zone. Runs a full count. Sets up a big pitch as he can't walk in the go-ahead run.
No, 3-2 pitch. You're definitely gonna get something to swing at here.
As he does, hit right back at him, but off his foot and foul. Unfortunate, as Woking would have had the force at home. But that ball was fouled off the batter's foot, which is a foul ball.
I think unfortunate for both sides. That run at third definitely was a solid way down the line. Like you said, Nicky likely would have gotten that force at home.
Yeah, it looked like his momentum took him right to where it needed to be to make that play. However, we are going to redo the full count. skied out towards the gap in right. Put away in right field. No tag. Will remain with 2 away and the bases loaded. Huge out number 2 there.
Yeah, ball not deep enough to try and get that sac fly with the runner on third. Orsini had a great throw into McMath, who was the cutoff man.
Yeah, that was a good relay.
Got it in there, and no advancement from the runner at third. Got the bases loaded once again.
Yeah, that'll bring up Daniel Elliott. Wall King a chance to strand free, keep this a 1-1 ball game. As this one's belted out towards center. Called off and put away for out number 3. Rockville getting out of a jam there, keeping this a 1-1 ball game. We're back here in the top of the 6th, first leg of today's doubleheader. Danny Salisbury will get the innings started for Rockville as they look to break a 1-1 tie. First pitch to him in there, called strike. Carl Sansbury still out for Koa. Salisbury, hard contact and a single into right, gets the inning started for Rockville with a base knock. Going to bring up Eddie Hakopian. Good start for Rockville as they had 2, 3, 4 due up. Hot part of the order.
Yeah, it's the meat of the order, the middle of the order, however you want to describe it, has been very hot as of late. Always good to see the leadoff man get on base, see what the rest of the order can do.
Especially late in this game, this is the inning you really want to put those runs up. Take command back of this game. First pitch misses, runs a 1-0 count. Danny Salisbury, the runner at first, following the leadoff single. One out to Hakopian. Fouled off, evens the count at 1. A long break on the mound. The 1-1 finally on its way. Misses outside 2-1. Also missing outside. Something you've seen both pitchers as they get later in this game struggling to hit the strike zone, especially on their off speeds. Got to think the heat factor's starting to kick in.
That's a possibility.
check over at first. 3-1 to Hakopian. Misses high. Rockville threatening. No outs in the inning and 2 on. And for who else?
Stepping up now, Jonathan JT Money McMath put a double in his last at bat.
Cohen's going to call time here, go over their game plan for how to pitch to him. Wonder if that will be it. As we will see a pitching change. Carl Sansbury. That'll be it for him. As we take a break, we'll come back when we are ready to go. Taking over the pitching duties will be Daniel Elliott when we get back. We're back here in the top of the 6th. Rockville with runners on first and second. No outs for Jonathan McMath. Daniel Elliott taking over the pitching duties for Koa. Looking to keep this a 1-1 ball game as Rockville threatening now. Late here in this ball game. Certainly the chance they were looking for. They've got the middle of the order due up in a tie ball game. McMath, first pitch, fouled out of play. Check at second, the 0-1 to McMath. Misses 1-1. Could feel the excitement coming from the Rockville bench, as this is certainly the start of the inning they were hoping for.
Well, I heard when Jonathan walked up to the plate, I heard a couple JT chants from the dugout. Always good to have a team behind you.
Yeah, certainly the guy they want up. He's been the RBI man. A shot out towards right. Solid contact. Going back. Puts it off his glove. Some base running confusion for Rockville, however, as they'll get just a single out of this.
I wouldn't say base running confusion, as the ball looked like it was going to be caught by the right fielder and the runners had to hold. As it hit his glove and dropped, runners had to quickly advance to the next base as not to get caught in no man's land.
The previous play does go down as an E9. So that ball, he was under it, kicked off his glove.
Regardless, Rockville has the bases loaded here with no outs.
That's what matters.
For, I believe, James Heffley. So line drive down the third base line, foul ball. Runners will retreat back to their bases.
Heffley, bases loaded, think back to what was that, dig in? We had bases loaded, came through with that double. We were down 2-0.
Yeah, I think it was dig in.
That second game, yeah. Yeah, you got the base clearing double, put us up 3-2. So
Which led to more offense and an eventual win for the Express. Let's see if Hopefully can do some more of that magic here.
Breaking ball in there, runs at 1-2. Great pitch there from Ellison. And swung on and missed. James Heffley, that'll be the first out. Big out for Koa. That'll hand things over to Ryan Maley as he'll look to come through. Hopefully get that runner from third home and possibly more. Danny Salisbury the runner at third, Eddie Hakopian at second, and Johnny McMath at first.
As I usually say, let's shoot for small stuff and just try and get the runner in at third first to break this 1-1 tie.
Yeah, move the line. It's been a low-scoring ball game. Certainly want to run any way you can as Maley takes one outside, getting ahead. This is the at-bat Maley needs. Just like you said earlier, he's been frustrated with his recent plate appearances.
First time as 10 is coming handy for any foul balls this season.
Yeah, I was just going to say. I figured that one was like off towards the left side, and then all of a sudden, right off of us. It's the 1-1. Swung on, chased out of the zone by Maley.
So that was a pitch that raises your eye level. Definitely zone in on that one. Definitely try and drive that one out, as Ryan did to a tee there.
1-2 to Maley. Just missing outside. Good eye there by Maley as this runs 2-2 now. Maley just looking to put the ball in play. Hoping to score Salisbury at third. And takes called strike 3 on the outside. Back-to-back strikeouts from Koa. As Rockville still bases loaded, so that brings up Rio Fabre.
As quickly as inning was looking promising for the Express with bases loaded and no outs. They've got 2 outs here. Let's see what Rio can do here.
There's a ball in the dirt, a good stop behind the plate. Anything past the catcher, all that grass behind him here at Latonia, certainly good opportunity to score a run for Rockville. However, not the case. To Rio on its way. Driven right back at him. This will get through. Rockville scoring around third is Hakopian, and he's going to score as Rio makes this a 3-1 ball game. Rockville coming through here in the 6th.
Rio had a big opportunity there to drive in 1 or more runs, and that he did with the hard line drive right up the middle, right back where it came from, past the pitcher, into center field, drives in 2 runs.
Rockville getting the hand back up in this game, ahead by 2. Still looking to threaten in the inning as Steven Orsini steps in. Runners on first and second now. As he connects, this one's bounced into right. And around is McMath. He's going to hold at third. As a good relay home. Keeps him there. That'll keep the bases loaded for Jesse Lacefield.
Lacefield today with a solo shot. Maybe a grand slam? You never know. Maybe some wishful thinking. Put that magic in the air.
Put the vibes out there.
Yeah, put the vibes out there.
All right, yeah. Come on, Jesse. Patrick wants a grand slam. First pitch, swing and a miss. Me, I take a run anywhere you can get it.
You know, love to see the guys play small ball. You know, go station to station as they have been doing a couple times so far this inning. Couldn't hurt to get a long ball.
Lacefield swung into the left center. This is going to drop, scoring one. Around is Rio. Throw home on the hop, not in time. Jesse Lacefield, a 3 RBI day.
Wasn't a grand slam, but another 2-run base hit this inning for the Express. Like you said, 3 RBIs on the day for Lacefield. Station to station we go. Bringing up Nate Bowman.
Yeah, following the 2-run single from Lacefield, Bowman stepping in, runners at first and second for him. Takes a called strike one. No one to Bowman, misses low. Some misses, runs a 2-1. Ellison regroups, steps back on for the 2-1. Fouled off by Bowman, runs at 2-2. 2-2, 2 out, 2 on in the 6th. Two swung on and missed by Bowman, and after a loud inning for Rockville, that's where we're going to leave it. Midway through 6, Rockville leading 5-1 when we come back. We're back here in the bottom of the 6th. Rockville leading 5-1. Woking on the mound. And look out there, Pat. We have a field umpire.
Yeah. In this half inning, looked over and saw a field umpire walking his way onto the field for this last inning and a half of this game.
For those of you who tuned in late, we had a 25-minute delay to start the game because who would have been the home plate umpire got a little heat sickness. Both teams are on the field ready to go. He called both teams back to their dugouts, and then we took a break and proceeded with the game with one umpire up till now. As a ball swung on towards left center, and a diving play, unable to come up with it. And this will be extra bases for Koa to start the inning.
A little bit of life in that dugout that's been somewhat quiet last few innings as Rockville piled on a few runs in their half of the 5th inning.
Yeah, Koa trying to play a little bit of catch up here. They only have 6 more outs to work with as they get it started with a base knock double. Looking to move the line is a called strike 1 to Justin Caesar. Caesar took over at shortstop following the pitching change. 0-1 on his way to him. Misses, not sure where. As a tough break, not in favor of Woking.
Yeah, it's a tough break there. Unfortunately, happens a lot in this sport, but you got to bounce back and get a good pitch in the zone.
Breaking ball. Woking catching the high outside corner. Interesting breaking ball. Runs at 1 and 2. And misses high. Even count at 2. Woking looking to get his first out of the inning. Underway. Caesar the hitter. And stays alive, fouling off the breaking ball, off the chest of Heffley. We'll do the 2-2 once more. Both teams wearing dark jerseys. They've got to be baking out there.
Well, we said it before how primary jersey color for Rockville is black, Koa being the dark green as they are the Green Wave.
And Green Wave, it's the Heat Wave. Swing and a miss from Woking. Out number 1 in the inning. Rockville just 5 outs away, winning this first leg here. So that'll bring in Matt McTighe. There's the Latonia flyover. Been waiting all game for one. First pitch to McTighe missed outside. Woking looking to bounce back from that previous pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. As yet again, that's been his bounce back pitch, is that curve.
He's been able to get that breaking ball pitch to work a few times, especially when he's needed it in this game. Has gone against him a few times, as it looks like it might have there. Pitch up. It's tough to see if Nicky can keep those off-speed pitches under control and keep him in the zone. Maybe even drop a couple. Maybe get some swing and misses.
Yeah, and I just checked. No one in the pen for Rockville. As that runs at 3-1.
Well, as we said earlier, with Nicky coming out here, he's looking just to 8 innings, and so far he has, only giving up 1 run to this point.
Yeah, but you certainly want to win this game at all costs. Rockville a 4-run lead. And Woking, another great curveball behind 3-1 in the count, gets a swing and a miss. That was McTighe unable to size it up. Full count now to him. Woking with 3-2, gets a swing and a miss, out number 2. His second strikeout of the inning. 3 swing and a misses there. Woking really hitting his spots here in the bottom of the 6th.
Like I was saying, hopefully with those off-speed pitches, he might be able to throw him a little down and away to a right-handed batter and try and get some swing and misses, and that he did.
Got to think that double woke him up a little bit as he came back with back-to-back strikeouts. Looking to do so here to Cole Philpott. First pitch, breaking ball called strike one. Wolking, he's certainly looking to strand that runner out at second. Got out of bases loaded last inning. Gets a curveball called strike two. Yet again, that curveball just absolutely fantastic here in the sixth. He's ahead 0-2. He'll step out, wipe the sweat off his forehead, and regroup. See what he comes back with 0-2, looking for his third straight strikeout of the inning. As this one's hammered out to right. Orsini under it and put away for the third out. After 6, Rockville leads 5-1 when we come back. We're back here in the top of the 7th. Rockville clinging to a 5-run lead. Reminder, this is a 7-inning ball game, as we do have another game right after this one. Rockville 1-2-3 due up here in the 7th.
Yeah, the whole lineup has been really clicking so far today. Lots of long at-bats, which have resulted in walks and hits. And then a lot of the guys have definitely been able to come up big with bases loaded hits that have driven in multiple runs. We've also seen power.
Yeah.
Solo shot from Jesse Lacefield to lead off this game in the top of the 3rd inning.
As first pitch to Zorba misses outside. Close pitch. Pitch outside to Zorba. The left-hander on the mound is Jimmy Jackish for Koa. Jackish behind 2-1. Zorbaugh swing and a miss, evens the count at 2. Thing I'm surprised by, I've seen Zorbaugh in every at-bat the last few games showing bunt at least once, yet to do so today.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we're almost used to at this point, is Zorbaugh laying down a bunt. So, sounds like a broken bat there, can't be happy about that. Got a feel for him there, that's not going to be not going to be cheap to replace.
Yeah.
Definitely heard the bat break and he threw it down in frustration. Yeah, it's not looking good. Looks like a trip to Dick's Sporting Goods tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. That bat is broken.
Yeah, he slammed it down yet again in front of the dugout. Teammate taking a look at it. Attention back to the game though. It's a ball fouled back. Danny Salisbury in here. Looking to keep the momentum that the Express had in the top half of the 6th inning.
And pitch catches the outside to Salisbury. 0-2 to him. Koa looking to make this a quick inning, get the boys back swinging for their half of the 7th. Last chance for him. Salisbury taking one in the dirt. One, two on its way. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. A late call. Nevertheless decided to give it to him. That'll bring up Eddie Hakopian. Salisbury shaking his head in disbelief. I don't blame him.
I am too. I don't think he went on that pitch. Thought he definitely checked his swing there. Fortunately, he didn't. It was rung up for strike 3.
First pitch to Hakopian misses in the dirt. Outside, 2-0. Eddie looking to keep this inning alive. Hitters count 2-0. Pitch from Jake-ish on its way. And catches the zone, 2-1.
That low strike being called. Coping definitely knows where the bottom of the zone might be. Make sure to swing anything close to that location again.
2-1 to him, misses high. Hakopian ahead in the count, 3-1. See if he can put something in play here. As a swing and a miss, runs it full. Full count payoff pitch on its way from Jimmy Jake-ish. As you get a foul ball off from Hakopian, we're going to have to do it again. Jake is taking his time, finally back on the mound. 3-2 on its way. And hit hard by Hakopian. And into left. He rounds first and heads for second. Throw in, and they got him at second trying to advance. He will get a single, put out at second, and that's where we're going to leave things midway through 7. We'll be back in the Koa half. We're back here in the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for Koa as they trail by 4. Wolking still out there. Started this game. Still the man on the mound. Gets ahead with a strike 1 there. Joey Bowers, the hitter. Takes in the dirt. Evens the count at 1. And a good pitch by Nicky. No call. Runs at 2-1. And that one does catch, even though it looked high to me. At least things are even now, as he deserved the call in the previous pitch. 2-2 on his way. Misses high. Full count now. Wolking, he's been terrific all game, only giving up 1 run through 4 innings of work. Gives up a leadoff walk here to start the 7th. Certainly the start of the inning Koa wanted, trailing by 4.
Yeah, get your leadoff runner on any way you can, as they do so there. Down 4 runs, get your leadoff runner on and see if you can drive him over.
Robert Maffitt, the hitter, takes a called strike 1. Wolking, last 2 innings have really been where he looks at his best. Gets ahead of another hitter there, 0-1. There's a throw down from Heffley, throws there. Ooh. Called safe. Good play by Heffley.
Good play by Heffley. Fortunately, the ball skipped up and McMath couldn't keep the tag applied as he had to bring his glove up, which I think might have gotten the runner in safe there.
Yeah, the throw beat him back for sure.
Yeah, throw definitely beat him. But
tag, not so much.
Yeah.
Right idea, though, is that keeps the runner honest. 1-1 to Moffitt's fouled off. Runs at 1-2. Wool King ahead. Wool King the 1-2. Breaking ball skied out towards center and in for a base hit. The game plan for Koa this inning, move the line, let the next guy come up, as that's just what they're doing here, as they've got first and second with no outs.
Well, yeah, with the team down 4 in your last half inning of work to try and at least tie the score, if not win it, you'd like to get your runners on with a leadoff walk and a no-out single from the second man up in this inning. You got 2 on with no out, and Rick Price out to the mound to talk to Wool King again.
Yeah, if you remember back to the very first game of the season, Rockville has been walked off once this year. Here, leading by 4, you certainly don't want to do that, as we'll see a defensive switch, it looks like, as Jesse Lacefield's going to come in and pitch.
Lacefield comes in to pitch. Wool King out.
If he gets this save, wow. I mean, he's got the home run, another RBI, 3 RBIs on the day. A couple beautiful putouts from him over at third earlier in this game. And now a chance to close it down.
Rick Price has made this move numerous times this season, late in the game, handing the ball over to Jesse Lacefield, as he's been very confident in his pitching so far this year. Stats back that up. Fortunately, I feel the only blemish on his season was that walk-off against the Baltimore Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, he struck out 10 that game. He is leading this team in strikeouts. See, a definitely big close opportunity for him here. Due up for Koa will be Eli Putnam, as he'll have runners at first and second when we come back. Right, back here in the bottom of the 7th, a few defensive switch-arounds for Rick Price. Ryan Maley in at catcher now as James Heffley moves over to second base. Ryo Fabre going from second base to left field. And Ethan Zorball taking over duties at third. And here we go underway. Eli taking the batter's box. Lacefield on the mound, ready to go. Rockville 3 outs away from a win here. As Lacefield, fastball working early, gets a swing and a miss. He's got that velo up there.
Yep.
misses, makes it 1-1.
Ball getting around a little bit there in the infield.
Yeah, Melee unable to hold it behind the plate. As I said the last few games, you see a lot of balls that, you know, are caught by the catcher that have just popped out of that glove. I'm still wondering if that's a new catcher's glove that he's trying to break in. So here's a swing, put in play towards the right side. McMath over and out of play for the second strike. Lacefield, the 1-2. Put in play, up the middle, fielded by Hakopian. 6, 4, and 3. They turn the double play. How's that? Out of the pen, getting a double play.
Good to see some great infield work there. As we noted earlier this game, the corners of the infield were working well with each other. Good to see middle infield and first base all working in unison to turn that 6-4-3 double play.
Yeah, Jesse Lacefield, like I said, his fingerprints all over this game. Great game at third base. Now pitching, 3 RBIs, couple hits, a home run. Now just 1 out away from getting Rockville their 8th win of the season.
I think if Jesse closes out this game, maybe say Shohei who. Give him a little run for his money there.
We got a 3-0 count. Lacefield working back. It's a called strike there.
Okay, get him now, Judge. Get him. Good man.
And the 3-1 misses low. That'll bring in Dane Blair, as Koa now has runners at the corners, still trailing by 4. Rockville just 1 out away here.
Yeah, Rockville 1 out away from putting away Koa here in game 1.
Lacefield, good fastball on the outside, ahead 0-1.
Another good thing would be is that Koa is definitely threatening here in their bottom half of the 7th inning. Shut him down here is a fly ball, right field, staying up, diving catch! What a way to end the game. Rockville comes away with this one, 5-1 victory here in game 1. Steven Orsini, what a way to end the game. Diving catch in right field. We're back in the win column here as Rockville celebrates game 1 win on Rick Price's birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Rick Price. Rockville taking care of business in the first game, winning 5-1. When we come back, Zach Gibney will be on the call for game 2.